Hi, and welcome to the second installment of Medical Physics Minutes. These are short videos reviewing the most clinically impactful publications that we come across. My name is Jennifer Hamilton, and I'm a medical physicist at Sun Nuclear. So today, I'm very excited to be bringing you the latest in a series of publications from Iridium Netwerk, and they're over in Belgium. If you're unfamiliar with their studies, they've been using In-Vivo software to review all patient treatments for 4 years now. They've acquired over 84,000 fractions of in vivo measurements, and they're breaking down the accuracy or conversely the inaccuracy or failed fractions by body site, by the adaptation made, by failure mode, including anatomic, positioning issues, planning issues, and technical. And if you look over on the right, you can see very clearly over 4 years, they've dramatically reduced the number of errors. These are listing the failed fractions, again, by anatomical changes in blue, positioning problems in purple, technical problems in red, and this slim green area is planning problems. So for all body sites, failed fractions have been reduced from 9.5% in the first year to 5.6%, which is pretty amazing. All right, so the methods of this study, all patients have transit in vivo measurements taken in the first 3 fractions of treatment. Additional measurements are taken when issues are detected, including using the 3D CBCT version of the in vivo measurements when they need that data to interpret the error. Body site specific gamma pass rates are used, and these are empirically calculated based on their previous studies, and I did put that table down below. And they use a fully automated EPID-based in vivo dosimetry system in order to make this study feasible. In this case, they use Sun Nuclear's SunCHECK Patient. All right, on to the most impactful adaptations, which is the most useful part of this particular study. So for their head and neck patients, in between year 1 and 2, they did some education of the radiotherapist on the positioning of the shoulders, and were able to reduce errors from 9.1% to 3.9% in 1 year, which is amazing. For their rectal patients and prostate patients, they did some patient education with a dietitian and decreased their anatomic changes respectively from 10.2 and 6.7% to 4.0 and 3.3%. Of note, these same patient education interventions had no effect on stomach and esophageal patients. And you can see over on the right, all of the results are broken down in the publication by what they did as the adaptation and what type of errors and what the decrease were over the 4 years. All right, more impactful adaptations. So for their breast patients, they did 2 different types of adaptations. For their 5-fraction ultra-hypofractionated treatments, they also, as part of that treatment, did pre-treatment imaging, which decreased the patient positioning problems from 6.1% to 2.8%. And then for their boost patients, they also introduced extra imaging and were able to decrease the errors from 10% to 4.9%, and those were related again to patient positioning. Finally, they introduced a series of adaptations related to introducing surface-guided radiotherapy in the 4th year of the study. This did decrease patient positioning problems for all pathologies, but most dramatically for extremity-related patients that saw a decrease from 11.2% to 4.3%. So in conclusion, this study suggests that in vivo dosimetry can be a powerful tool to assess the impact of adaptations to the clinical workflow and its use for continuous quality improvement. So just going back to this chart over here on the right, I did want to address the technical issues since we haven't talked about those. These were related either to the LINAC or to the software, and you'll notice it from year 1 to 2 they go up. That was related to a bug in the software. And over the 4 years, they went down pretty dramatically. This was related to replacing older LINACs with newer ones, and in particular to the newer imagers on that LINAC, or those LINACs. So if you want to learn more You're welcome to read the full publication. I highly recommend it. It's only 4 pages. It is in physics and imaging in radiation oncology, or you can request a demo of the product that they use, SunCHECK Patient, by going to our website at sunnuclear.com. Thanks so much for your time.